almost quit YouTube many times, but then I didn't, and I'm sitting here today. I work full time, and if you're studying full time or if you're working full time, you would understand me better when I say that when you're working full time, every ounce of energy you feel like it's drained by the time it's weekend, and you have no will to do anything whatsoever. Yet, I decided to try my hands on YouTube, and initially, it was a struggle. Let me tell you, it's not been an easy journey. I know when we look at YouTube, people are telling us, oh, get 1,000 subscribers in 10 days, a month, 6 months, a year. But you know what happened in my case? I achieved 1,000 subscribers in 2 years. Yes, it sounds like a long time, but when I look back, it doesn't feel so. If you ask me why, well, I'll tell you all about it in this video. Hi everybody, Samreen here. I'm a PhD in marketing from the UK, and currently I'm working in academia. I actually checked this morning and my subscriber count was 1,200 subscribers. Now, when I think about that for a minute, it still seems to me quite a task, because when I started my YouTube channel, initial thought was, oh, I would hit that count very quick. But of course, that's not how it is in reality. Things are far more tougher in real life. Yet, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I was like, so what does that mean? Well, let me tell you a backdrop story a bit. I really wanted to do YouTube for a very long time, but then I was doing my PhD, and PhD is a full-time research degree where you have this topic, you dig deep into it and you write your thesis. Mine was 80,000 words. And so during that time, I had no mental capacity to do anything because I was working full-time, and all the evenings and weekends I was spending on doing my PhD. So when I finished my PhD, I was like, I really want to pursue YouTube, but still I couldn't do it physically. But what really triggered me to start this channel was I had a really bad health scare. Alhamdulillah, it's all good. But at that time, I remember I was sitting in the hospital and I thought, well, you know what? If I want to do something so badly, why don't I just give it a go? And that's where I saw myself doing YouTube. Now, the reality hits because I have no formal education in filmmaking, scripting, editing. I don't even know how the camera works. And so I said to myself, okay, that's okay. I would learn these skills with time. But one thing I really underestimated, that with full-time job, how would I do that? Because by the time I come back home around like 7 in the evening, I don't want to do anything. I'm so tired. I just want to eat, perhaps watch something, and hit the bed. But of course, when I had the idea, I was feeling extremely excited. On my birthday, I just launched my channel without thinking it through. And so I shared with my friends and family, and initially I got like 30, 40 subscribers, and I was like, oh, there you go. I knew I would really increase the subscriber count real quick. But after that, there was a lull. And once that excitement of this new YouTube channel ran over, I was like, well, how would I do this? So I started working in the evenings, on the weekends, but every single time I would do that, I would just tell myself, well, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this. I only have this time to rest. And if I'm using this time also to do something else like work, why am I even doing it? And based on all those challenges, many times, I really wanted to quit YouTube. And actually, I also do that. So if you follow my channel, you would see there have been gaps of few months in between in the past. So based on all my learnings and my journey, I thought, you know what? If I have gone through this journey, which is quite realistic because 2 years, as I'm told, is a long time to hit 1,000 subscribers. But I thought if I have gone through all these learnings myself, maybe you also are thinking about doing a YouTube channel. Maybe you're also working full-time, or perhaps you're studying full-time and you have 100 other things going on as well in your life. How can you do it? So hear from me my biggest learnings of starting a YouTube channel and continuing to achieve 1,000 subscribers. Most importantly, remember why you want to do YouTube, which actually for me was very clear from day one. However, I had some, some confusions in between. Because when I started a YouTube channel, my basic purpose of this channel was, I really want to talk to people. I really want to share my learnings, whatever little I have learned over time. I really wanted to share my journey because I came to the UK as an international student on a scholarship, MBA, PhD, working here full time. So my journey has been such that when I share with people, they always tell me, well, you know what, you should talk to more people because you can really help people to learn and grow in their own lives as well. So that was my core reason of starting this YouTube channel. However, and there's a big however, when I started a YouTube channel and I kind of started telling people, it was more about, oh yeah, you're doing it because of the numbers. Oh yeah, you're doing it because you want to be an influencer. And this word influencer was used is in such a negative connotation that I thought to myself, well, what does that even mean? So for some time, I really got into this whole idea of, oh, I want to increase my number of subscribers, I want to increase my views and the rest of it. And yes, I'm not saying that's not the goal. That still is the goal, but it's a sub goal now. My main goal is to share my knowledge. And with that, I also want to enjoy the process of filming, of thinking ideas. Also, what I really like about this now is that I have the freedom to talk about anything. I can pick any topic I want to talk about. I can research about that and I can just share that. I don't have any restriction, or nobody's telling me what to say on the camera. So understand your why. If your why is that yes, you want to become famous and you want to have more subscribers and you want to do all the rest of it, absolutely go for it. But don't muddle your why. Once you have the clarity of why you really want to do a YouTube channel, you would find it a lot more easier to hit your targets really quickly. Be consistent. Yes. I know when I say that, you would be thinking, well, everybody's saying the same thing. And I exactly used to think the same. Every single time I would watch somebody's video who would say, well, I've achieved these many number of subscribers, I would always think, well, yeah, be consistent, it's fine, it's okay. But I realized in my experience as well. And what do I mean by that? So every single time I have seen myself posting regular content, my number of views, my number of subscribers always have gone up. But every single time, which has been quite a few times during my YouTube journey, every single time I have had a gap of 3-4 months, everything just goes down. It doesn't stick at the same level, it just goes down. And trust me when I say that, once I revive back posting content, it takes me ages to the view count which I used to have before I was posting regularly. And so I have learned that it's so important to be consistent, to keep on posting content. And actually now it's a lot more easier, if I may say, to post content regularly. I'm going to actually make a series of videos on this topic to help you more with understanding how can you do it in a more easy manner, and you don't have to go through the challenges which I had to. And be patient. Yes. When I say that, because I have zero patience. I'm a very impatient person, but actually YouTube has taught me to be patient. And I'll give an example. So when early on I would post a video, I could not wait to see how many people have watched it. So I would keep on checking my dashboard. I would keep on refreshing my page. And of course, early on it was like 7 views or like 10 views or like 15 views. And actually maybe some of them were coming from me because I was just checking and refreshing the page. And later on, I said to myself, you know what? What difference does it make to me if people are watching it or not? Even for example, if 7 people have watched it and they found it useful, my job is done. So now when I post something on YouTube, for a few days, I will forget that I posted something because I get really busy in other things. And I don't really keep an eye on, okay, how my numbers are looking. Because at this moment, I really want to enjoy the process of creating. I really wanted to enjoy talking to you guys and creating this whole space. Another thing which I've learned over time is create systems for yourself which really serves you. Now you'll find many YouTube videos which talks about systems. I've watched many of those videos as well. But what I've realized is that the nature of my job is so different from the people who are out there doing YouTube. So for example, I'm an academic. Now when people say they work 9 to 5, I can't say that because my job is not 9 to 5. My job is 9 till I don't know how long, because it's not just teaching. I also am doing research, and when you do research, you're always thinking about your topic, you're always thinking about your research area, no matter if it's 5 or 11 p.m. And so I don't have a defined work pattern, and in that style of work, I really had to create systems for myself, which again, I did not know on day one. So early on, what would happen? I would take ages to set up my camera. I still don't understand many camera angles. I still don't know all the camera settings. I only know one setting with which I record my video. I had no clue about my lighting, and if you go back to my old videos on my channel, you will see the lighting and all my mistakes. And I would take hours to set up my camera, to set up my lighting, and then I would sit down to film. And I would fumble and I would think, oh my God, I don't know, is it okay to say this? Is it okay to say that? And that would take me so long, and only over the weekend. And by the time I would finish filming, I would feel even more tired. And after all of that, I'll sit down to edit. And since I have no formal education in editing, I would take ages to edit one video because I had no system in place. And that would take me like almost the whole weekend just to do one video, and even that video is not very good as per the standards of YouTube. So what I've done now, I have really tried to create systems for myself. I always think of ideas. I might be doing something else, but in my head, something or the other is always going on. So I keep on taking notes of those things. I think about, okay, what would I say? What would I not say? And I try to record in batch. For example, right now I'm sitting here and I'm going to record a couple of videos all together because my camera is set up. I have the right here. I know what I'm going to talk about as well. So I would like to save my time. Once I record 3-4 videos, I can then go back whenever I have, like, let's say half an hour here, half an hour there, I can edit there. So in the olden days, I would think to myself, well, I need to have 6 hours to sit down and edit. Not anymore. So for example, if I have, let's say, half an hour here, I'll just sit down and edit the first draft. Maybe I'll do for maybe 5 minutes. I would do maybe 2 minutes. So I don't feel the pressure to do it all at once. And what I've realized actually, systems really help to keep you sane if you are in this YouTube journey. And my final lesson is talking to the camera. Now, I have been somebody who is not confident. Well, let's put it that way. I don't consider myself confident. Now, when it comes to talking to camera, it's very different because there's nobody sitting here physically, but I'm imagining you watching my video. Now, that's really weird. And initially, when I was talking to camera, I would feel frozen because I would be like, oh, like what? Like, do I have to look at the camera lens? Like, what's going on? And that's a skill I think can only come with time. Of course, some people are very natural. They're very natural in front of camera. You can't really tell it's their first time. But for somebody like me who thought confidence was an issue and also talking to the camera felt really weird at the beginning, I think it takes time. And actually still now, my friends who know me personally and when they watch my YouTube videos, they tell me, well, you know what? You're not exactly the way you talk in your videos because in reality, you're more fun. But when we watch your videos, you're like all this serious. I guess I'm still trying to learn how to talk to camera so my actual personality can come through, but it takes time and we have to be patient with ourselves to see how long would it take us to learn talking to camera. And that was it really. I really tried to encapsulate all my biggest learnings in one video. Now I am planning to do a whole series on YouTube growth for people like you especially who are either studying full-time or working full-time, thinking that if I can do it, you absolutely can do it. So do let me know in the comment section, where are you in your journey? Are you thinking about starting a YouTube channel? Have you already have one? If you do, don't forget to share the link with me in the comment section as well. Or perhaps what are your biggest challenges when it comes to your YouTube journey? So yeah, that's it. Until next video, take care. Bye.